As long as you're not after a high-thrill machine, the 2024 VW Taos delivers decent commuter car comfort. What kind of vehicle is the 2024 Volkswagen Taos? The 2024 Taos is a small SUV with 5 seats. Compare it to the Subaru Crosstrek and Kia Seltos. The 2024 Taos is roomy and comfy, but it lacks flash in terms of design and performance. If you stick to lower trim models, it has a 6.6 out of 10 TCC rating, which is respectable. What's new for the 2024 Volkswagen Taos? Adaptive cruise control was formerly an option only on the lowest S trim level, but it is now standard on all variants. Automatic windshield wipers, auto-dimming rearview mirrors, and synthetic leather steering wheel trim are also included in that edition. Midway through the 2024 model year, a wireless charging pad and wireless smartphone mirroring are introduced. The VW Tiguan's younger sister is called the Taos. With most of the pruning done in between the wheels, it is 9.3 inches shorter. Inside and out, the Taos has conservative yet sharp lines, just like the larger Tiguan. While it's not ostentatious, the less expensive trims are well priced. A 1.5-liter turbo 4 engine producing 158 horsepower may drive all 4 wheels or only the front wheels. 8-speed automatic transmissions are used in front-wheel drive vehicles, and quick-shifting 7-speed dual-clutch automatics are used in all-wheel drive variants. Taos SUVs with all-wheel drive additionally have a multi-link rear axle instead of the straightforward twist beam system used on front-drive vehicles. All-wheel drive vehicles so ride and handle much better. A small SUV should be able to achieve combined fuel economy of up to 28 miles per gallon. Though it lacks excitement, the large interior is quite roomy. However, the 8.0-inch touchscreen that is offered does appear slightly nicer on the dashboard than the 6.5-inch monitor that comes standard. Adaptive cruise control and active lane control are now standard on all models, along with the automated emergency braking and blind spot monitoring that were previously standard. However, there are some significant safety flaws, including a 4-star NHTSA rating and middling IHS headlamp ratings. How much does the 2024 Volkswagen Taos cost? VW wants $25,345 for the Taos S, which is actually a price cut compared to last year's model despite the additional standard fare. We'd add all-wheel drive for about $2,500 and then stop shopping. 2024 Volkswagen Taos styling. Both inside and exterior, the 2024 VW Taos features a combination of angular yet unremarkable lines. On the TCC scale, it is a 5. The Taos shares a large front grille with the larger Tiguan, with a chrome bar that dips into the headlamps in the middle. Though its arrow straight side and modest taillights leave little impact, that's about it in terms of excitement. The standard 17-inch alloy wheels blend in even further because of their dark gray paint job. However, all-wheel drive models go up to 18-inch wheels that seem more sleek. Even though its controls are well organized, the Taos clean cabin is as boring inside. When compared to the optional 8.0-inch monitor, the tiny 6.5-inch touchscreen may appear a little out of place in the large dash, but given the affordable price, we'd be willing to ignore it. Additionally, instead of touch-sensitive capacitive switches like those in the larger Tiguan, it has traditional buttons and knobs. 2024 Volkswagen Taos comfort and quality. The VW Taos is surprisingly roomy considering its small size. The 2024 Volkswagen Taos has a spacious cabin for a tiny SUV. Because of its roomy cargo area and large back seat, we give it a 7 out of 10. It's only passable at first. Although the driver's seat power adjustment on the SE and SAL variants is somewhat helpful, none of the versions provides really strong support. There is an amazing 38 inches of legroom available on the broad, flat second-row bench, which is just large enough to fit 3 smaller persons. When the second-row seatbacks are folded down, the cargo capacity grows from a tiny 28 cubic feet to about 66 cubes. Keep in mind that because the all-wheel drive models have their rear differential located beneath the cargo compartment, they are slightly less roomy. Nevertheless, compared to rivals of a similar size as the Jeep Compass and Chevy Trailblazer, all Taos models offer more space. Even with its actual leather upholstery, the top-of-the-line SEL model isn't the place to look for dressy materials. How safe is the Volkswagen Taos? It will use every effort to avert a collision. The good news is that. The bad news is that only the most expensive models have good headlights, according to the IHS, while the NHTSA gives it an extremely uncommon 4 stars overall. Its standard adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, active lane control, automated emergency braking, and outstanding outward vision are negated by those shortcomings. In terms of safety, the 2024 Taos receives a rating of 5. 2024 Volkswagen Taos features. When sticking with its less expensive versions, the 2024 VW Taos can be a really good deal. For the price, the 2024 VW Taos has a decent number of features. Despite having more features than the previous year's model, the starting price of the base S version is now $25,345, which is actually less than the previous year's model. Along with cloth upholstery, the features include adaptive cruise control, active lane control, a digital instrument cluster, and a 6.5-inch infotainment touchscreen. Compared to some of its competitors, all-wheel drive is an expensive addition that costs roughly $2,500 extra. The Taos has a strong guarantee. The first 2 years of the 4-year per 50,000-mile plan are free of maintenance costs. It is 2 points above average because to its guarantee and included features, but its small touchscreen is a drawback. On the TCC scale, it is a 6. Which Volkswagen Taos should I buy? Purchasing the base S version is a wise decision. If you're feeling especially generous or if you want access to the optional sunroof, you might splash out for the SE, which comes with heated synthetic leather seats, automated climate control, and an 8.0-inch touchscreen. How much is a fully loaded Volkswagen Taos? The Taos comes in at about $36,000 in fully loaded SEL guise, with leather seats, 19-inch wheels, parking sensors, an upgraded instrument cluster, and Beats audio. It's nicely equipped but shockingly expensive for a small SUV. Is the Volkswagen Taos good on gas? It's not awful. Because all-wheel drive vehicles get an estimated 25 miles per gallon in the city, 32 miles per gallon on the interstate, and 28 miles per gallon combined, they get a 3 on the TCC scale. If we looked at front-drive cars separately, they would receive a 4. Their estimated MPG are 28/36/31. Experience with VW's Turbo 4 lineup in the past indicates that careful drivers may fare even better. 2024 Volkswagen Taos. Performance. The 2024 VW Taos is no rubber burner. With just enough power to keep up with traffic, the 2024 VW Taos scores a perfectly average 5 for its performance. Is the Volkswagen Taos 4WD? Indeed, and we advise doing so. All-wheel drive versions include a more advanced multi-link rear axle than front-drive models, which have a more basic torsion beam design. On uneven pavement, they ride more planted and handle significantly better. What is the Volkswagen Taos's speed? The 1.5-liter Turbo 4's 158 horsepower is sufficient for a passable but barely quick performance. The 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission with all-wheel drive is the optimal combination for it. In front-drive vehicles, the basic 8-speed automatic transmission produces molasses slow shifts and can be confusing at low speeds. The ride quality of models with standard 17 or 18-inch wheels is good. You should expect a rough, jerky ride if you go up to the 19s on the top version. Light steering is standard on all versions, and the boost is fully engaged. They are agile without being athletic. The brakes on the Taos are robust and simple to adjust. The Taos is not a serious off-road vehicle. In relation to the Ford Bronco Sport and Subaru Crosstrek, it is lower to the ground. Thanks for watching.